We live in a world where real-life billionaires seem to turn up out of every corner. These days, almost anyone can go from zero to hero financially.
$500 million?
Doing it in one day, on the other hand, is a different story entirely. 24 hours hardly sounds like enough time to get things done, much less make a truckload of money. Well, making a lot of money in 24 hours is possible, and it's been done a few times. From lottery winners to tech CEOs and hedge fund executives, these people are all part of a very exclusive club that shatter daily money-making limits. Number 10, Jonathan Dumel, $9 million. It might be true that you're likely to be struck by lightning more than you are to win the lottery. Poker, on the other hand, might require more skill and pure wit, and a Canadian showed the exact wit to turn himself into a millionaire overnight. Jonathan Dumel is a Canadian professional poker player, known for winning the biggest event in poker, the World Series of Poker main event. In 2010, Jonathan won $9 million when he won the main event at the World Series, becoming the first Canadian to win the main event title. After he won, Dumel chose to give $100,000 of his prize money to the Montreal Children's Foundation, their highest donation ever. To contrary opinions, Dumel has proven himself not just to be some guy who got lucky at a poker tournament. He has since gone on to clinch other titles, solidifying his status as an elite poker player. Number 9, Larry Page, $22.2 million. Larry Page might have earned $1 as a salary during his time at Google, but he's still one of the world's richest people. The American software engineer / Google co-founder has seen his income increase exponentially over the years due to the continued growth of the digital landscape we find ourselves in today. Google has become the world's most popular search engine, and these successes have had a very good effect on Page's earnings, as his net worth has grown from an already impressive $17.5 billion in 2010 to $73.6 billion in 2020. Even though Larry and Sergey both stepped down from running the company in 2019, in one particular campaign in January 2020, Google stocks shot through the roof, helping the billionaire who owns about 17% of the company add a whopping $22.2 million to his already impressive net worth. Before we move on, leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be the first watching all new episodes. Number 8, Warren Buffett, $37 million. Warren, the Oracle of Omaha, the CEO, chairman of Berkshire Hathaway. A part of the world's richest men trifecta, Bill Gates is the computer dude, Jeff Bezos is the Amazon guy, and Buffett does something with stocks, maybe. According to Business Insider, he does, but that's just a small aspect of Buffett. His profession is hard to pin down, so it's safer to say that he's in the money business, and he makes a lot of it. He was only 10 years old when he decided to organize his life around money, and ever since then, he has done precisely that. He bought his first stocks at 11 and saved $53,000 by the time he was 16. After that, things snowballed, and these days, with his net worth of $89 billion, he's the 7th richest man in the world. It's hard to know how much Warren earns average on every day. He's an investor, so of course that means some days might go as planned. On other days though, he could rake in truly incredible cash. In 2013, Warren's net worth grew by not less than $12.7 billion, raking in $37 million on one of those days. The great thing about Warren's wealth is that he has perfected making money while he does very little work. Because most of his money comes from investing, he makes money even when he's sleeping. What's better than waking up to a load of cash in your account? Number 7, John Whittaker, $314 million. You may have heard about John Whittaker if you follow lottery winners. He became famous after winning a huge 2002 jackpot of $314.9 million in Powerball. It was the largest jackpot win by a single ticket at the time, but coincidentally, Jack wasn't exactly playing the lottery to become rich. He was already a multi-millionaire at the time of the win, and just one of the few rich people who played the lottery for fun. After his huge payout though, things got a little weird. You'd think that luck would be on his side after he gave 10% of his reward to Christian foundations, spent $14 million on building up the Jack Whittaker Foundation, and bought the person who sold him the winning ticket a $123,000 house and a brand new Jeep Cherokee. But even after doing these nice things, things soon turned sour. His problems started mounting a year after his win. He was robbed of around $500,000 cash that was in a suitcase in his car. His granddaughter was found dead, and he was somehow a suspect. Then there were more robberies and more legal troubles that piled up over the years before his uninsured house burnt to the ground in 2016. Number 6. Mavis Wanchick, $758 million. It's true that you may have more luck finding a unicorn than winning the lottery. Still, if you ever have a sudden urge to buy a lot of tickets, you might want to listen to your intuition. At least that's what happened to Mavis Wanchick, a 53-year-old hospital worker on an August afternoon. For whatever reason, Wanchick decided to stop by a store to buy lottery tickets in her small Wanchick, Massachusetts town. She used birthdays of loved ones to choose numbers. True to the good, her numbers 6, 7, 16, 23, 26, and the Powerball number 4 were the lucky winning numbers. She won $758 million, and although taxes deducted a big chunk of her winnings, on August 23, 2017, Wanchick claimed her prize, choosing to receive a one-time payment of $336 million instead of the total jackpot amount in 30 payments paid over 29 years, making her win the single largest lottery win in history. While most lottery winners have been known to save most of their money for rainy days, Wanchick immediately quit her job and planned a vacation. But who could blame the woman? She had become richer than countries like Micronesia, and what better way to celebrate her newfound fortune than leaving everything for round-the-world pampering? Number 5. Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, $1 billion. And there are only a few people that truly understand what Bitcoin is. These days, Bitcoin has become the new gold. And while there are only a few people that truly understand what Bitcoin is, everybody is trying to get in on the action and get their hands on the Bitcoin pot of gold. But back when the world of cryptocurrency was still new and nobody knew what Bitcoin was about, the twins made their bet on new money technology and invested early in Bitcoin. Commonly known as the Winklevoss twins, Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss began investing in Bitcoin in 2013 when it was trading at just $120 per Bitcoin. Over time, they built their Bitcoin net worth to just over 100,000 Bitcoins. It soon paid off, and in 2017, the price of Bitcoin suddenly jumped from a couple of $100s to $11,000, pushing the wealth of these brothers to over $1 billion overnight. If you think that's impressive, wait till you find out that from 12:29 to 2:29 p.m. on December 10th, 2017, Bitcoin jumped to 15,000, making the Winklevoss twins over 200 million richer in just 2 hours. Beside winning the Bitcoin gold mine, the twins are known for suing Mark Zuckerberg in 2004 for allegedly stealing the idea for their social media platform to create Facebook. The twins eventually settled for $65 million, which proved to be the fund they used for the Bitcoin investment. Number 4. John Paulson, $4 billion. In 2007, investor John Paulson bet against the U.S. housing market. Somehow, the hedge fund executive figured out that the U.S. housing market would fall, so he did what any businessman who could see the future would do: invest in it. He bet against mortgage-backed securities because he estimated that a housing crash was about to happen. Well, his bet paid off, and within weeks, the housing market crashed, causing an upset in the market. In just one day, Paulson's hedge fund made approximately $30 billion, doubling its fund size, with Paulson pocketing more than $4 billion of that for his management fees. Number 3. Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg is one of the most recognizable figures in today's world. The tech entrepreneur has built himself quite the empire after starting his company in college. On a particular day in January 2016, Zuckerberg reportedly made $6 billion in 24 hours, following a particularly rosy Facebook quarterly earnings report. That's $250 million an hour, 29% above what the average American family makes in a whole year. It is hardly surprising considering the number of hours the average person spends watching sneezing baby panda and checking out vacation pictures on Facebook. Number 2. Yan Koum, $19 billion. Imagine working on business without making any money for years. Convinced by your idea, though, you keep at it. You're essentially working for free and burning through a lot of your cash to create your vision. However, someone decides to buy your tech, and suddenly you're a billionaire. It sounds like a Hollywood movie, but this is the Yan Koum story. Back in 2009, Coombe bought an iPhone and quickly realized that the next big thing was to develop an app that would revolutionize the way we use our new smartphones. Coombe decided on developing WhatsApp. He thought that it would be cool to have an instant messaging app with your contacts. Plus, WhatsApp sounded cool to him because of the play on What's Up. WhatsApp eventually got Facebook's attention. Mark Zuckerberg reached out to Coombe, and in February of 2014, Zuckerberg met Coombe over dinner and offered him a whopping $19 billion. Of course, Coombe accepted, and now he will never have to stand in line for food stamps anymore like he did when he first moved to California. Number 1. Jeff Bezos, $13 billion. Jeff Bezos' net worth fascinates a lot of people, and for good reason, since launching Amazon, the founder and CEO of the e-commerce giant has gone to shatter financial records seemingly easily. With a net worth of $185 billion, Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world. He is $62 billion wealthier than the world's second richest person, Bill Gates, and $85 billion richer than Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg, edging Warren Buffett with more than $100 billion. This incredible wealth has generated a lot of buzz and speculations about how much the multi-billionaire earns per day. As far as we know, Bezos took home an annual $1,681,840 in total compensation for Amazon in 2019, including an $81,840 in base income and $1.6 million in other compensation. As if that wasn't enough, the billionaire added $67.4 billion to his net worth in 2020. As of August 2020, he constantly rakes in about $8.99 billion every month. That's an almost unbelievable $321 million a day. But all that is nothing compared to his $13 billion single-day increase in net worth, which he received on July 20th, 2020. He made $542 million per hour, $9 million per minute, and $463 per second that day. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below and let us know what we should feature next. Don't forget to subscribe for new and upcoming episodes.